The Capital One Quicksilver credit card is one of the most popular cards on the market, and I'm just not sure why. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining why I hate the Capital One Quicksilver card. But this card wasn't always bad. Once upon a time, this was a card that you could get with as low as a 550 credit score, and it was one of the few cards that would approve you while giving you rewards. But now, I just don't think this card's worth getting at all. There's 4 different versions, and one of them has an annual fee that makes absolutely no sense. And I know I'm going to offend some of the Capital One fanboys out there, and that's fine, go ahead and dislike the video. But I actually like most of Capital One's credit cards. I think the Venture X is probably the best credit card on the market. But this Quicksilver card just ain't it. Alright, so let's talk about the approval for this credit card as well as the annual fee. So like I said, there's now 4 different versions. The first is the secured version, and you can put down as low as a $200 security deposit and then use that as a credit card. And 99.9% of people are going to get approved for this because it's a secured credit card. You then have the Quicksilver 1, but absolutely nobody should be getting this credit card because you're going to have to pay $39 as an annual fee. And with the card as bad as this, there's absolutely no reason to pay an annual fee.
There's also the version of this card that you can get with good credit, and that does not come with an annual fee.
And then you have the version for people with excellent credit. It's going to be really hard to give a rating to this category just because all these cards are so different as far as their approval, but I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 stars because if you're getting the version with good credit, then it doesn't really make sense because it's not that good of a card, and if you're getting the version with excellent credit, then it still doesn't make sense because if you have excellent credit, you should be getting a lot better card than this one. The only one that I think is okay is the secured version if you want to get your first credit card or rebuild some credit because you can get it with a very low security deposit, so for this category, I'll give it 2 out of 5 stars. Alright, so let's now talk about the sign-up bonus that comes with these credit cards. And the first 3 do not have a sign-up bonus. The only one that's going to give you a sign-up bonus is that one with excellent credit, and that's going to give you $200 when you spend $500 within the first 3 months of opening up this card. And that's actually a pretty good sign-up bonus, and you have a full 5 months to hit that. But I really don't like that you have to have excellent credit to get the version of this card that does have a sign-up bonus. Even if you have good credit, you're still not going to get a sign-up bonus, and if you get the one version where you're paying a $39 annual fee, you should definitely be getting a sign-up bonus, because there's no reason to pay an annual fee and not get any sign-up bonus at all. Even the Disney credit card gives you a $300 sign-up bonus when you pay that $40 annual fee. So for the sign-up bonus category, I'll give it 0 out of 5 stars for the first 3 cards, but then for the version of the card that does give you a sign-up bonus, I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars. Let's talk about the benefits that come with this card. For the secured version, there's pretty much no benefits that come with it besides 0 foreign transaction fee, which is okay, but there's just nothing really special that you're getting with it, which I guess is okay because it's a secured card and you're not supposed to get any benefits. It's just meant to build credit. So let's go and take a look at the card that you're paying an annual fee. You're also not going to get a lot of benefits with this. You do get access to CreditWise, which is Capital One's own version of Credit Karma, and I actually really like CreditWise because it has a credit simulator, so it's going to tell you exactly what's going to happen to your credit score if you do something like open up a new card, pay down your balances, get a new auto loan, a personal loan. So that's definitely a nice tool to have in your wallet. The version of the card that you can get with good credit, you're going to get access to their concierge line and then some other benefits from Capital One, like Capital One dining and entertainment, but I don't think a lot of people actually use those benefits, so I'm not going to put a lot of value on those. You do get some emergency travel benefits as well as access to their concierge line, but the version of the card with excellent credit is really the only one that has any good benefits. You'll get 0 APR on purchases and balance transfers for the first 15 months, making this a pretty decent balance transfer card. Right now they have a limited time offer where you're going to get 6 months free of Uber One membership, so that'll definitely save you some money on Uber if you do use Uber. And then outside of that, there's not really anything else they're giving you. You do have the benefits that came with all the other previous cards like the concierge line, 0 foreign transaction fee, and all the travel protections, but even this is still a little bit underwhelming for a card that you have to have excellent credit to get. So for the benefits category with these cards, I'm going to give them overall 2 out of 5 stars. Let's go ahead and look at the rewards that these cards are giving you, and every single one of these cards, regardless of it's the secured version, the annual fee version, the excellent version, they're all going to give you 1.5% cash back on your purchases. And then they'll give you 5% cash back if you book hotels or rental cars through the Capital One portal. So that 1.5% back is also pretty underwhelming. There's a bunch of other credit cards in the market that'll give you 2% back on every single one of your purchases. And then there's some cards like the Robinhood card that'll give you 3%. And then Alliance card, which will give you 2.5%. So this 1.5% is going to be kind of low nowadays. The only version of this card that I like that 1.5% back on is the secured version because not a lot of other secured cards will give you benefits, but even then, I still think there's a lot better options for secured cards like US Bank's Altitude Go and then Cash Plus. So for the rewards category, I'm going to give it 1.5 out of 5 stars. If we look at the redemptions for this card, it's going to be a little bit better. You get that 1 cent per point, like most cashback credit cards will give you, but there are a pretty wide variety of ways you can redeem this. You can get it mailed to you in a check if you want that actual cash back. You could have it cover a recent purchase. You could get it in the form of gift cards, or you could have it applied automatically at your Amazon or PayPal checkout. So for the redemption category, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. Let's take a quick look at the design of the card itself. In my opinion, this is a really ugly card design. Maybe I'm judging it wrong, but it looks like an old quarter or nickel turned into a credit card. So for the design, I'm going to give it 1 out of 5 stars. Before I give my final verdict on this card, let me give you some important pros and cons. There's really 3 pros that I see. One is that it's no foreign transaction fee, no annual fee, and then the third is that you get access to CreditWise, which again is Capital One's version of Credit Karma, but I like CreditWise a little bit more than Credit Karma and Experian. The cons is that there's so many other cashback credit cards that give you a higher rate that 1.5% just really isn't very good. Another con is that Capital One is notorious for pulling from all 3 credit bureaus, so there's a good chance that you're going to get a hard inquiry on each one of your credit reports. Also, one huge con is that it's really hard to get a credit limit increase, and Capital One's just really stingy with this specific card for some reason with credit limit increases. I think that a lot of people just sign up for this card because they send so many mail pre-approval offers, so people that aren't educated on credit cards just see this card in the mail, see that 1.5% back, and then recognize Capital One as a reputable bank, and then accept that offer. But I just don't think that this is a good credit card. If you're thinking about getting the Quicksilver card, I would definitely get the Chase Freedom Unlimited instead, because it also gives you 1.5% back, but you're also going to get 3 points back on dining, drugstores, and then 5 points in travel. You're also going to get a lot more benefits, as well as a $200 sign-up bonus. And if you don't want to do that, and you just want a card that's going to give you a flat 2% back on everything, you can look at a card like PNC Bank's new Cash Unlimited, Citi's Double Cash, Wells Fargo's Active Cash, or any of the other flat 2% cards out there. So overall, I'm going to give this credit card 1.5 out of 5 stars. The only version of this card that is decent is the one with excellent credit, but if you have excellent credit, there's no reason to be getting this card because there's so many other cards available to you. If you disagree with my take, let me know down in the comments. And if you want an actual good cashback credit card, make sure you go watch my review on the Chase Freedom Unlimited after this one.